you're going to have like this. Game 3 underway. Wagner on the drive. Stopped in the paint. Kick out. Bane attacking the reverse. Falls.
That's what you want to see. Just because you're a three-point shooter, you don't got to settle. Play off the dribble, nice drive. See that ball go to the basket one time.
But it all starts, Austin, with the initial paint touch. Touch the paint, spray it out, and get it right back in there.
That's the turnover.
And those loom large for both teams. Detroit with 22 of them in game 2. Orlando with 17. Turnover is going to be one of the keys to the game for both teams.
And it's a 1 p.m. game. For the visiting team, that could be a challenge. Just throw it off a little bit.
This is Carter off the heel during getting up for the ball.
And look at where Duren was in there to stop the basketball. They are daring Wendell Carter to make shots from 3.
Robinson with the tray off the behind-the-back feed from Thompson.
I love the pace there by Detroit. Duncan Robinson shooting that thing in the series. Now 7 of his last 15 in this round 1.
Thompson with the rejection. Carter there for the follow. Great intensity in these early moments of game 3. Harris outside. Robinson forced to give it up. Shot clock winding down on Cunningham. Cunningham, long range, bottoms.
Man, oh man, what a big shot for him. He's done it at the rim, he's done it in the mid-range, but 4 of 14 from 3 coming in. Cade Cunningham, he has been terrific here.
Wagner, no good, and rebound picked up by Harris.
There's too many loaded up on that side.
Harris gave it up to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Tobias, flicks the wrist, no good.
You're going to see both teams live it under that perimeter.
This is Banchero, squeezes it through for 2.
Great job by Paolo. Early post-up. That's where he can get those opportunities before Detroit can really settle in and play that defense that they do.
Point Austin, he was doing
Cunningham defended closely by Bane, who hits the deck. Cunningham puts it through.
I mean, he's playing like in slow motion out there. He's never sped up. His pace has been talked about so much. Orlando wants to switch. Cade gets to the midi.
Bane!
And look for them to attack Duncan, Herter, some of these guys who aren't known for being prolific defenders. Orlando's going to try to seek them out.
Detroit's hit 3 of their 4 shots so far. Cunningham off the mark from the baseline. Wagner straight to the rack.
Austin, he's catching that with a full head of steam, already going downhill. Franz Wagner, so dangerous touching the paint.
Yeah, you can see their mind is set up on, we're going to attack this paint, start inside out.
Harris, dump off, Duren blocked. Banchero got a piece. Bane will fire. Off the heel, back tap. Banchero sizing up Harris. Didn't have a look. Shot clock to 5. Wagner, the floater, got stuck. Carter there again for the putback. 10 paint points already.
Round, he has no legs, guys.
Thank you, Grant. Here is Cunningham with the handle, again averaging 33 points through 2 games so far in the series. Good hands, traveling violation. The Magic force another turnover. 2nd of the ball game for the Pistons.
Yeah, great job by Wendell, switching, sliding his feet, playing without fouling. Able to cause a turnover there.
On the pick and roll defense, Austin, has been the game within the game of being in the drop, going to the switching, but both teams have done it mixed and matched. Will be interesting to see what coverage wins out here for both teams.
Thompson flew by. Bane got a try.
And I love the pace right now. Execution, we talked about it, through the physicality. Orlando's done a great job to start this quarter. Executing, getting good looks.
10-0 Orlando run. Robinson on the drive, got a seal from Duren, couldn't hit the lay. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Detroit. Good play there by Thompson.
You see Desmond Bane right here. Thompson.
Harris, too strong. Back tap controlled by Black, who just checked in. Ahead to Banchero. Couldn't finish the flush.
What an effort by K to get back and just give a little bit of a contest on that Banchero run out.
We were talking about physicality. We asked both coaches their views on the physicality in this series. Jamal Mosley said the hardest playing, most physical team will win this series. J.B. Bickerstaff said the team that executes the best through contact and physicality will win the series. Cunningham can't hit. Here comes Orlando. Banchero spinning and met at the rim by Duren. And Carter is fouled by Duren.
Like Detroit coming off a game, guys, where they had 11 blocks. There is nothing easy inside this painted area. You got Duren going up there. That contest is on point. Obviously, Isaiah Stewart, such a big part of that rim protection, but Jalen Duren is bringing it as well.
Toss it up. Black can't finish. Good contest by Harris.
Detroit's got numbers.
Harris down the lane. Duren with the ferocious
what a play by Asar.
Thompson, the inbound steal, and the lay.
That's his second time he's done that already tonight, just hanging out in the backcourt. Got to be careful with Thompson.
Just like that, a momentum shift.
What a sequence there by Detroit. Their defense leading to some offense, and Asar Thompson, he is capable of blowing up any play at any moment.
Banchero tried the skip pass, knocked out by Robinson.
Well, just flowing into your stuff here. You hit Tobias Harris. Orlando with only 4 guys back, and Detroit taking full advantage. Throw it up for Duren for him to just tear the rim off.
Inbound to De Silva, who just checked in for Desmond Bane. Banchero from downtown, and he's fouled beyond the arc. Our officials this afternoon, Tony Brothers, the veteran, as our crew chief, joined by Mitchell Irvins for Paolo Banchero. Averaged 8.2 free throw attempts during the regular season, 6th most in the NBA. And getting to the free throw line is a part of Orlando's DNA over the regular season.
This is key for Paolo. Just getting to the line early, seeing the ball go through the net a couple times. You can see they've had their minds set up. They're working inside and out, attacking, playing with good pace, trying to get good offense before Detroit has a chance to set up that defense of theirs.
When you think about that for Duncan Robinson, I mean, you foul a guy that coming in was 5 of his last 21 from 3. You want Banchero out there on the perimeter. Now you're just giving him free points at the line.
Thompson, toss it out. Duren throws it down.
They got cross-matched on that one, it looked like.
It feels like with Duren, doesn't matter. Racing ahead, Thompson! Another alley-oop for the Pistons.
Boy, but some of these sequences for Detroit, the defense leading to offense is what we saw, and being opportunistic and getting out and starting the break.
Detroit a 7-2 advantage in fast break points. This is Black, in and out.
Want to see one go early for him.
Robinson gave it up to Thompson. He'll take a mid-range two and connect.
And Austin, if he makes that shot, man, the sky is the limit for Asar Thompson. Detroit with a monster statement here as we make our way towards the end of the first quarter. But they are
on after 2 games so far in this series. All tied up at 18 in the first quarter of game 3. Banchero. Herter has the assignment. There's the double, and a foul is called. It's going against Asar Thompson, his first.
But they didn't get to the play because of the foul, but Tobias Harris was so far already pre-rotating over. I thought in game 2, Austin, Detroit's rotations were so impressive. If you're going to trap, you better.
Silva on the move in the lane. Couple of head fakes, a step through, put it up with the left, won't go.
How impactful has Duran been at just deterring shots and contesting shots in that paint?
Just about every play.
Here is Duran, too strong. Suggs comes out of there with it for Orlando. Up ahead to Black. Suggs long range, no good, and Thompson the board. And a steal. Black, no good, and a foul is called.
Austin, we were talking about Anthony Black before the game and what an X factor he can be for this group.
Right here, just having his eyes up. And then him and Tobias one-on-one. He's going to attack that all day. Black's just trying to find his rhythm right now. You know,
yes.
He was a guy who was rolling mid-season with a lot of injuries. All these guys are healthy now, which they're not used to. This team is not used to playing fully loaded and healthy. Their rotations, the chemistry, knowing guys' spots. Him coming off the bench now, not being a first or second option like he was when all those guys are hurt. It does take time to kind of find your place, and he's doing that. He is the X factor, and this is a guy that they need to play well for them to continue to make a run here in the playoffs.
Jamal Mosley said he's had a lot of conversations with Anthony Black. As you mentioned, the injury late in the season. Came back from injury, was coming off the bench behind Wagner, of course. And Mosley told him to give himself some grace. Black wanted to give everything back in one game, and he just wanted to take his time, let the game come to him. He is an X factor in the series. Yes,
Charlotte game, he was huge.
Here's Cunningham working on to Silva, spinning inside, dumped it off to Stewart, who couldn't handle it.
It's the right idea. Maybe a little hot. If that's caught, Isaiah Stewart is going to rip the basket down. But Cade Cunningham deep in that bag, just a little too hot to handle.
Stewart may have been an all-watching Cunningham just like we were. Banchero alone. Can't hit from downtown. Orlando now 2 for 7 from beyond the arc. Black. Cookies. Tripped and fouled.
Right.
Well, no team fouls so far for Orlando. And the Pistons in the penalty here with 3:21 to go in the period. As Javonte Green, energy guy, Swiss Army knife for the Pistons, checks in.
It's always interesting to see how deep each team will go with their bench, who they're going to play matchup-wise. Herter's a guy who didn't have a lot of minutes in the regular season. You see with his experience, him being in the league for as long as he has, he's turned into him.
Well, and for just spreading the floor, right?
Yep,
Herter,
yep.
a capable three-point shooter. Javonte Green, 38% from 3 on the year. So just to give Cade Cunningham that space.
Pistons have had 3 straight turnovers. Cunningham takes the contact. Count it, plus the foul.
Man, oh man.
Boy, this guy is putting on a show with the handle. Cade Cunningham at 6'6", man. He's got this thing on a string.
He finished 6th in the NBA in unassisted field goals this season. And I believe we have a double foul here. Beef Stew, some words for Batadze as he walked past.
Just walked by him in the brief flex.
I love how he just walks right by him and just doesn't even acknowledge him.
I mean, this is the same guy that got dunked on and said, "I'm still jumping every time."
I love that.
And I do too, Austin. This is going to be a battle between those two.
And
it continues on.
Double foul. No technical, double tech. Well, that'll be something to keep an eye on. Tony Brothers trying to make sure the emotions don't run too high.
Yeah, they don't want too much. We want it.
We want it, yes.
For entertainment's sake.
All tied at 21. 3 minutes to go in the first. Bang getting downhill. Blocked by Stewart. Stewart is fired up.
Yes, he is.
Well, you got the turn down of the ball screen. Isaiah Stewart handles it perfectly. He basically turns it into an ice. And even though Bane lowers that shoulder, Isaiah's...
And pass inside, no one's home.
They've tried to target Herter a couple plays in a row now, but he's done a good job fronting and forcing that tough pass.
Cunningham, skip pass. This is LeVert on the move, put it up and through.
Boy, Batadze so effective protecting that rim. So LeVert, to put that out there with the left, that's a big-time finish.
Right back on Herter. They're targeting him. This is 3 possessions in a row. They're going at Kevin. Good D again.
Wagner left it short.
And that's all Herder needs to do, right? Don't give up angles, stay in front, make it as tough of a shot as you can and contest.
Stewart outside to Herder. LeVert the pump, the drive, outside look for Green. Off the mark.
Good rebound there.
The hands of Cunningham. He wants three. Rims out.
Like 2 high-quality looks, though, from 3 for Detroit.
Van Carroll going at Herder. A look on the perimeter for Black.
As you can see, just a couple free throws, couple steals. You got a rhythm. You feel like you've been implemented into the game somehow. Now you get that 3 ball to go. Look out for Black.
I mean, he'd only been 5 of 22 from 3 since coming back. So just playing through that defense and getting to the line, jump-starting his perimeter game.
Green with the answer.
I think that's why Javonte Green, aside from the winning plays, he can make open threes. Has a ton of experience, just a winning player for Detroit.
It's crazy how similar these teams are and how they mirror each other.
Van Carroll. Toss out Herder with the steal. Cunningham to Green. Green couldn't control it. It's saved in bounds. Green turned it over. Under a minute now. Van Carroll spinning, stripped. It ricochets to Wagner. Tossed up to Batase. A little payback on Beef Stew. LeVert. Now it's Cunningham, nearly stripped by Wagner. Tough shots, won't drop. Van Carroll the board. 5-second difference between shot and game clock.
Like Franz Wagner, impactful on that ball right there. Kept him out of rhythm, got a great contest.
Van Carroll surveying the floor. 5 on the shot clock. And it's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Orlando.
Staff pregame, just what was his advice? Because the first 2 games, not his best, just 3 of 14 coming into game 3. And it was to slow down and take a breath. And that's him doing that right there.
For a young player, it can get into your head. Postseason, you're supposed to elevate your play, get to another level, and the game moves a little bit too fast for you. We'll see if it slows down for him. Over a minute gone by here in this second quarter. Tied up at 28 in a pivotal game 3. Kane. Over to Wagner. Wagner attacking and put it in.
Great patience on the pick and roll there. Didn't rush. Going off to his left and a nice scoop right off the glass. Just high skill level for Franz.
Both teams with 14 paint points. This is a midi for Herder that won't go. Duran nearly had the offensive board, but here comes Bain. In a best-of-7 series, when it's tied 1-1, the winner of Game 3 wins the series 74% of the time. That is 5 blocks now for Detroit. Green, no good. Harris battling with Kane inside is fouled.
Tobias Harris has been good like forever in the NBA. It truly is remarkable to see his longevity here now in year 15. Just a winning player. He can score the basketball, knows what it takes.
I'm over here calling games in a suit. But he's the epitome of a professional.
No question.
That's what's carried him this far in his career.
Outside look for Jenkins.
But what a difference when you get one to go at the basket. Get some confidence, settle in, and Dennis Jenkins making a massive mark here on Game 3.
Pistons by 1. Kane to Carter beyond the arc.
And
Wide right.
Detroit's living with that.
Yeah, they'll let that go all night. He's capable, but
Herder. Crowd wanted to travel. What a Harris downhill bucket and the foul.
and he definitely got away with one there.
Contact. Looking to complete the three-point play and does. And this is the largest lead of the ball game for Detroit. Magic shooting just 34% so far in the first half. Bane for three. Yes.
That's the one guy, when we talk about Orlando, you cannot leave open. He's on the floor to spread the floor.
Well, that roll took on the held defense. Had to take that away, and that leaves the best shooter on the Magic wide open in the corner.
Herter around a Duren screen. Over to Duren. Carter has the assignment. Duren rises, can't hit. Bane. Attack mode, stripped. Pistons running. Harris getting up.
And he might be on, but he's still got some juice in those legs. Okay, TB, I see you.
Watch out there now. 36-33. Wagner gave it up to Bane. Bane on the move. Toss out. Kane flicks the wrist. Can't hit. And Jenkins got a hold of the waist of Desmond Bane.
In LA, and not only is he a great player, but he's a great person.
Yep. Good teammate, good leader.
Bane, a look on the opposite end. It's through. We're tied at 36.
They keep giving him too much space. They got to run him off the line.
Jenkins outside to Herter. And Banchero with the save to Carter. Banchero across the timeline.
He's got the whole side. What a block
by Duren.
Man. Well, it was Isaiah Stewart's rim protection, and Duren did it too in game 2, but Stewart had the loud blocks. It's been Jalen Duren here in game 3. He's just coming over and erasing everything. He has been in a...
They have 6 already here in game 3.
And usually the adjustment would be make the next play for somebody else, but with Orlando's shooting struggles, that's not always comfortable.
Banchero to Suggs. Tried to get it over to Kane, turned it over. Harris, step through, rises, no good. Harris incensed, he thought he was fouled. Suggs, inside, Carter, count it, and put him on the line.
And so far, it just seems like a back and forth kind of heavyweight fight here. Every time one team makes a run, it looks like they're going to get control of the game. The other team responds. A great job.
Can handle it, go up and score it.
Especially with all the hands, all the reaching and grabbing.
And the way Detroit's coming over to block everything.
Substitutions for Detroit. Cade Cunningham back in the ball game. He had 8 points in the first quarter. Also in Isaiah Stewart, Asar Thompson, and Duncan Robinson. Carter completes the three-point play. Magic by 3. Their largest lead so far has been 8.
Just look at the tempo he plays with. He just...
like he's in the park.
Cunningham over to Thompson. Thompson with the left.
Boy, what a closeout by Suggs there. He knew his personnel.
Suggs wants 3.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. There we go.